Hi everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome to Travel Tuesday. I am hopping on board with Sandra to document some of the travels that we've had and to get them into an album. So this is my first Travel Tuesday, so make sure you check out Sandra's channel because I think this is her second video, so this is my first. So I'm just going through some of the pictures from my trip to Tennessee. I want to get this one done. So you can see me just kind of slipping some stuff into the pockets. And if you can see all those page protectors in the background, those are all for day 2 of our trip to Tennessee. I got all of them into the page protectors. Now all I have to do is just embellish the pockets. So the next few videos you'll see, you'll already see the pictures inside the pockets. But just so you know, I think it took me about 20 minutes to half an hour to get all those pictures cut and put into the page protectors. But now the easy part should come where it should be just embellishing and telling the story. So I just pulled out some 6x6 paper pads for doing my matting and all of my little cards. I had a whole bunch out from a project that I was working on. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go with it and just use the scraps. So this little Project Life card here with the camera on there is actually a card that I designed for the Project Life Club. It's from a silhouette cut file, and then I did the very tedious coloring in, and I added the O-snap into the lens, and I did the gradient on the lens. So it took me a while to do, so I must say it was kind of a cool little project that I had done on my own, and I found the background paper, and yeah, it was really fun to design my own little Project Life card. I quite liked it. So here you can see me just messing with a couple other little cut files and some other little pieces of paper. These little die cuts are from the Maggie Holmes style board, and they're just the die cut packs. So I'm just flipping through and just really quickly trying to find some labels and stuff like that that coordinate. And honestly, I didn't really know how well these were going to coordinate. I just had them out on my desk, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use whatever's on my desk. So that was kind of another challenge for myself. So I'm just going through and cutting or just picking out some other little pieces, and I really like that doily. And that little circle laugh is a die cut file that I designed for the Project Life Club as well. And here you're going to see me missed it and have a whoopsie. So it was all plugged up, so I took the cap off, and you're going to see me pull the straw out. When I pull the straw out, I flick like that ink all over the place. Thank goodness that camera piece was inside the page protector, otherwise I would have been freaking out a little bit. So I just kind of smooshed that die cut into the paper to soak up that extra ink because I wanted it a little bit darker. So here you can just see I'm starting to put some of the pieces together. So I put that doily on that flower paper, and then I'm just going to take the offcut and put it on the other Project Life card. And here I'm just going through some other stuff that's on my desk. This is some Oh Dear Me stickers and some Studio Calico stickers. Is actually when I went to the scrapbook retreat in April and May, I had this kit, and I just had a whole bunch of stuff that when I was packing up I just shoved in there. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff that's in that tin, so it's kind of a mishmash of Studio Calico and Oh Dear Me. So here I have this little die cut piece that says Tuesday. So that's because our second day there was Tuesday. And then there's these rub-ons that are from Studio Calico, and it says Stat. So I'm just going to put that down. And then in this other cluster on the bottom, I knew it needed something, so I actually just cut a strip, or one of the strips that I had cut off from making a 3x4. I actually just used it to mat behind the picture. It just kind of makes the picture not float anymore. And here I'm just going to make some journaling lines. That little blue card is going to house all my journaling for this particular page. And then this little tag, I'm going to put "We broke it," just because that's kind of what we kept saying when we were down in Tennessee, because there was just a whole bunch of incidences where things were breaking, and we got blamed for it. So we just kept saying, "We broke it." So I'm just using these alpha stickers from Studio Calico and just going to glue on that tag. And then I'm going to get some string here and I'm going to tie a bow on this on the little tag. I'm just going to trim off the tails. And then it kind of felt like it needed something, and I had these little chipboard stickers that's from Studio Calico, and there are a whole bunch of hearts on there, so I just put 3 in a little cluster, and it kind of filled in the page, so I quite like that. And just messing with a couple other placements, and then I'm going to finish doing my journaling. It was short a line, so I just drew an extra line where my journaling was. I'm going to glue on this resin star from Oh Dear Me, and just glue it on there just because there was stars everywhere on the page or on this layout, so I'm just going to kind of run with the star theme. And then here's that laugh die cut piece that I had misted. You can see it definitely looks a lot better on that on that die cut, but it does need to have a little bit of something so you can see that laugh underneath. So I'm just taking some washi tape that was out on my desk. That's from Oh Dear Me. And here I'm just going to dry that die cut file, and then I'm just going to glue it on. I'm just going to use this Tombow runner. Yeah, and don't put glue on the page protectors. That's not a good idea. So, FYI. So there, it's looking really good at this point. Just have one more journaling card left to do, and it just feels like it needs something underneath that little tag. So I'm going to just kind of create some quick little layers here. These are just some strips that I had left over from cutting all of these cards up. So I'm just making some quick fun little layers, and then you're going to see me just kind of randomly glue them down. No rhyme or reason, just kind of get them on the page, and I really like that look. Just chopping off the extra. And then I'm just checking to see if it needs something else here, but there was one leftover chipboard piece, and you bet I was going to try and use them all up, so that felt good. I threw that whole packet, the empty package, away. That's awesome when you can use an empty package up. So this little rub-on says "one day at a time," and here I'm done. So I'm just going to come in and show you guys the close-ups of these pages. So the Instagram pictures I more or less just left the way it was. I might go back in with just a quick little label and put, you know, a couple things on them. But for the most part, it's done. You can see a couple close-ups of each of the 3x4 cards and the 4x4 card. And so, yeah. So there is some still pictures at the end here. So if you want to see some clearer pictures, please stay tuned. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.